Oh, today I'm going to show you how to get on a paddleboard from a dock. So first off, what you want to do is you want to put your hand or foot right near the middle, ish right towards the end, but not too far along the edge. You want sort of like mostly the middle right here. So we'll take our first step right here. Steady the board. So now you have your knee and your hand on there, while you still have a leg on the board. Put your knee on the other side. Then you grab your paddle. I usually like to scooch up a little bit further where the handle is, so let's do that. Crawl over there. I also like to take off my sandals because the sandals will kind of make the board feel a little more unstable. Once you have all that sorted, you're ready to go. Once you have launched, you can paddle from your knees. So we're in the middle of the board here, and I like to kind of have the paddle at about this formation here. So it depends on obviously your arm span, but I kind of have it just like this, and then you just paddle from side to side. Kind of like it's a canoe a little bit. So you're not going all the way from the top of the handle here like this, because now look how far it is, and when you do that, you can see the board kind of maneuvers a lot more to the side. You just want a nice little grip like this. Paddle each side. Try to keep a straight course while you're paddling. How to paddle sitting down on a paddleboard. So first off, get nice little comfy seat position. I kind of like crisscross applesauce.
Crisscross applesauce.
Then you just want to casually paddle the board. Now, for those with back problems, you may want to have a kayak seat to help kind of alleviate that stress on your back. But what you want to do is want the paddle to be as close to the board as possible. So you want it smooth stroke like that, because as soon as you have the paddle further away, then the board will turn a lot more. And I see a lot of people do this where they're paddling. There's kind of a lazy paddle to the side. You want your paddle stroke to be as close to the board as possible so that you go straight. You see how that is? All right. You're going straighter as opposed to this. Here's how to stand on a paddleboard. First step, you want to get some momentum on the board as you're paddling. That momentum will help you stand. So just do paddle, paddle, paddle. Then as you get momentum, you want to put the paddle down. You want to have one foot right near where the handle is, and with one fluid motion, put another foot and go up. Now you don't want to go up too slow or too fast. And then you want to put the paddle in the water to give you some momentum, and that will help you give more stability as opposed to if you were just standing still in the water. So as soon as you stand up, you want to get some of that momentum with the paddle. That is how you stand on a paddleboard. Simple paddle strokes to know as a beginner. So first off, you want to know how to go forward, right? So to go forward, you simply put your paddle in the water at about this point and you just do a nice little casual stroke. As you get more momentum, the board will track a little bit further straight. Change course, you just go on the other side. So it's just simple switcheroo sort of motion, kind of like that, that. If you want to make a sudden turn, what you do is you have a little bit of momentum. You want to put your paddle right in the water. So paddle just like this, stop, and push backwards. As you push backwards, that'll make you turn, and that will also help you avoid any objects. So you can keep doing this. Make sure your knees are also not completely straight, but you want a little bit of a bend on them just to make sure you can absorb anything that comes your way. How to avoid an obstacle on a paddleboard. So you can see you're paddling towards a log here. Oh my God, we're gonna hit it. Oh Jesus. You put your paddle right in the water and you do a turn just like that. That will help you avoid the obstacle. Paddle backwards, so you can do a 180, and then paddle forwards. You didn't hit the obstacle, you didn't bail. It was a good day.
How to do a strong paddle stroke that actually may now. So some of the things you want to do is, first off, you want to have your paddle at about here when you're starting to do your paddle, and you want to take the blade out and you don't want to repeat. Next, you want to engage your core, so you don't want to just paddle with your arms. That's very ineffective. Yep. So if you want to paddle, you need to engage your core and bend your legs. So it's kind of like full fluid motion, just like this. And bend your legs. Really dig that paddle in like you're digging your grave. And you go faster as opposed to doing this, where this is just a simple arm motion. You want your full body into it. It's like you're pulling the water with and one fluid motion. Bending over. This will look a little bit different for everyone, but this is basically what it looks like on board.
How to do a reverse sweep stroke in under 30 seconds. So what you do, you want a little bit of momentum. As soon as you have some momentum and you put the paddle in the water, it'll allow your board to stop a little more suddenly. So we're gonna do it to the left-hand side here. You want your paddle all the way to the back here. And you want the paddle the nose, and then you want a full U right around the board. So it looks sort of like this. Right to the nose. Right to the nose. Now it's gonna be a little bit tricky at first whenever you're not used to standing on a paddleboard, but once you get the technique and you've paddled enough, this becomes easier and easier. Just like anything in life. How to paddle fast on a paddleboard. So what you want to do is take your first couple of paddles a little bit stronger. And as you get stronger paddles, you want to reach your blade a little bit further towards the nose, as close to the board as possible. And from there, you can start getting momentum. You really want to dig into each stroke. And you want to pull the blade out as soon as you're near your feet. The further you reach forward, and the better your stroke is. That is how you paddle quick on a paddleboard.